Problem number 20 is an absolute value inequality. So these are a little bit more difficult because there's more steps involved. So first we have to, when we do this, we want to make sure that our absolute value is by itself, which it is in this case. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is recognize that that our absolute value is larger than a number. And so when your absolute value is larger than a number, it's going to be an OR statement. If it was less than a number, if the sign was facing the other way, it would be an AND statement. That matters when we're graphing out the solutions. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this in terms of it greater than or equal to the 10 or less than or equal to the negative 10. So I go like this. So it'll be x plus 5 is greater than or equal to 10. So we just kind of keep the inequality, but we drop the absolute value signs, or the absolute value sign. The other one, the OR, so it's either this is true or this is going to be true. We're going to rewrite that piece without the absolute value. We're going to switch the sign, and we're going to put we're going to make the other side negative. We talked in class why this is the way it is, but these are kind of just the steps laid out for you. Okay, so we're going to solve each of these. So here I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. Also here, I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. Now, it's an OR statement. So what that means for an OR statement is I'm going to shade each of these, and then wherever there's any shading, that's going to be included in my solution set. In an AND statement, we're going to shade both of them, but we're only going to include where they overlap. So OR, you include everything, and you only include the overlap. So here is negative 15. Here's 5. We know that x is going to be larger than 5, larger than or equal to 5. So that's this side. So that interval gets shaded. And then x is less than or equal to negative 15. So that's this side. And now because it's an OR statement, we're going to include anywhere that's shaded. So we're going to include in our solution from negative infinity to negative 15. Then we're also going to include 5 to infinity. If it was an OR statement, we'd only include where they overlap. And in this case, they don't ever overlap, so there would be no solution. Okay, but for the OR here, we're just going to include both of them. So we're going to go from negative infinity to negative 15. Don't include this, include that. And then we're going to put that together with the interval from 5 to infinity. So this is our union symbol, you can think about it as like an OR. And so it's combining these two things, saying you can either use this, pick a number from here, and it makes this true, or pick a number from here, and it makes this true.